about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary." And I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Kunyo, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting the pair, because I usually only...
Guys whose games just get stronger every season. DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson are ready to go as they prepare for a fight with the Nuggets. Spurs, Nuggets, up next, right after this. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. The Nuggets are among the West's elite teams, but they still have their doubters. Coach Mike Malone said we never listen to the narrative. Nikola Jokic added, we don't care that nobody gives us respect. We're going to be there. We know what we're capable of. We fight.
Shows with their success on the floor. Thanks for that story. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers. And the starting group for the Spurs, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point. Now, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments with the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart thing to do, Kevin. I really wish the league would cut back on the number of games, period. I know that's toothpaste that's already out of the tube, but I really believe if you cut 10, 12 games off the regular season, it would be great for everybody. Can't do it. It is a long season, so whenever you can massage minutes of your top players, I think that's a good thing.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked by Gordon. And stolen by Richardson. Murray finds Johnson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
Boy, Richardson has great range and is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Barton passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Murray, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Over Murray. Murray, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Murray. To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Richardson attacking. Looking to end the run. Yes, that goes in.
Josh Richardson.
Richardson's got 5.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him. 5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And, guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray, as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right. His feel for the game is outstanding.
Pirtle trying to get open. They get it back. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Jokic, Murray for three. The offensive rebound and the second chance effort by Gordon.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Richardson. Last game we saw him score 13. Over Jokic. That one rolling around and rims out. The Nuggets leading by 6. Down low. And it's Gordon missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Spurs trail by 6. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Now Murray. Lets it go from the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Josh Richardson. Changes up, and Jokic lays it up and in.
You know, when Jokic gets his hands on an offensive rebound, it's too late to try to stop him. He doesn't waste too many second chance opportunities.
Murray finds Johnson. Back to Murray. Pass to Vassell. Pirtle dishes to Richardson. Tries again, and he hits the jump shot. Richardson's got 7 points in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Left side, Porter. There's the pass to Jokic. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And Richardson drops them both.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Robinson. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4 and going against Denver. Their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray with it. Robinson picks him up. Murray kicks to Collins. The tray. And no good that time. Denver leading by 4. Passes it to Harrell. Back to Morris. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
San Antonio's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Murray against Robinson. The kick out to Walker. Collins in the post. drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Robinson misses. Spurs trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Walker. Here's Bates Diop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. McDermott's checked in for Richardson, and Jones subbed in for Murray. Porter passes to Morris. It's hauled in by Bates Diop.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Harrell. The 8-footer uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
You know, Harrell may only be 6'7", but he absolutely owns the paint because this guy knows where his strength is, and he plays to it, getting busy down low.
Jones. Robinson with the block. And here's Morris for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Jones looking for an opening. To the right side. Here's Bates Diop. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. The kick out to Walker. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets are making a change here. Richards is checked in. The Nuggets leading by 6. On the wing, Porter. Another 3 for Denver.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's McDermott. And he banks in the layup.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
Morris into the lane. Good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. To the middle. It's deflected. And it's Harrell at the elbow. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 9. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Some historic numbers put up by Nikola Jokic, but he made it clear it is a team effort.
It's easy for me, actually. I mean, I have such a great teammate. I mean, it's really easy for me to do whatever I do on the court.
And it's certainly true, Greg. There's a depth of talent on this team.
With complementary skill sets, too, but let's not kid ourselves. It all revolves around the Joker and his unique skill set. They'll go as far as he takes them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
On the court for San Antonio. They've got Jones. Collins is out there with McDermott. And it's Bates Diop in at the power forward. Now here's Harrell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found the angles to finish.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Now Porter, after the missed three from Doug McDermott. Porter looking it over. Here's Richards. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Johnson, the pass to Jones. Pass to McDermott. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Back to Gordon. And taken away by Johnson. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pirtle finds Johnson. Five to shoot. Trying to get something going. Robinson with the block. Up top, Reed. And the pass to Rivers. Now here's Gordon, defended by Jones. Shoots from the right block. Trying to get open is Robinson. And Denver again with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's McDermott. Outside, Jones. And here is Johnson. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Jones. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Reed. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. McDermott passes to Pirtle. Johnson against Robinson. Johnson inside. Gordon with the defensive effort. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
San Antonio calls timeout, and it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving, with the need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Martin comes in for Reed. And it's Jamal Murray in for Rivers. San Antonio also making some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jones.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Niang, no good. Spurs trail by 17. Now here's Johnson. 9 points last game. Off with the layup.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Denver. Here's Vassell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Richardson outside. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Murray. The Nuggets getting the bucket. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Murray's got those rush hour handles, boy. It's so much fun seeing him pull off those tricky moves like this.
Murray against Murray. Clock at 6. With the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Barton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Johnson surveying the floor. Murray against Murray. Count it. Murray's got 8.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Niang. Bucket is good. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Richardson against Gordon. Richardson outside. Passes it to Murray. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Gordon. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Here's Vassell. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Collins. Johnson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And stolen by Murray. Over Richardson. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Jokic drops them both. San Antonio with the ball. For 3, Murray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what was your impression?
They scored very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. You keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Richardson, no luck. Denver leading by 14. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Vassell, defended by Gordon. Pirtle finds Johnson. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Now here's Johnson. Now the dish to Richardson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now. Stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Here's Pirtle. Michael Porter making his last shot. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Murray.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Murray. No good that time, and it's Denver the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Barton. Makes it off the glass. Barton's got 7 points.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Now here is Pirtle. Richardson outside and stolen by Murray. Barton drives in. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Barton's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray dishes to Pirtle. Here's Vassell. Barton defending. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton, takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
McDermott's checked in for the Spurs. Jones comes in for Murray. Denver with the ball. 16-point lead. Richards no good. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Poked away, stolen by Rivers. Here's the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Porter against Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Vassell. He's guarded by Rivers. Pirtle kicks to Richardson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Rivers against Walker. And again, Denver no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Driving in, and the rejection by Collins.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. Pass
to Collins. Here's Bates Diop. Outside, Jones. The pass to Walker. Goes up the baseline. Kicks it to McDermott. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 5. Robinson kicks to Rivers. And another miss by Denver. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 15-point game. Jones, the pass to Collins. Stolen by Robinson. Left side, Porter. That one wide left.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Jones kicks to Walker. Kicks it out to Jones. San Antonio again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. Murray's checked in for the Spurs. Walker against Murray. Trying to get open is Robinson. And there's Murray on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray against Morris. Murray, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The kick out to Porter. Murray outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tracking him a real chore. Murray very active, constantly on the move.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. And so he makes both from the line. Spurs trail by 19. Walker dishes to Murray. Passes to McDermott. Pass to Murray. Outside, Walker. Tipped away and stolen by Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a 2nd-round pick, he's come a long way.
Both free throws good from Barton. The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Robinson against Murray. McDermott, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. McDermott's got 7.
And, you know, it's clear McDermott has practiced this shot thousands of times. Quick trigger.
.59 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Murray against Walker. Shot clock at 6. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Barton. And no good. Murray with the defensive effort. And he drives in. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 21. Murray right side. Feeds to Robinson. And the shot goes in. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Murray left side. Over Morris. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision-making, and that takes great recognition from all five guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, Murray and Walker are the guards. The 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
And the Spurs with possession. Outside, Walker fires from the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
You got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Johnson finds Pirtle. Gordon against Richardson. Back to Pirtle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Hey, it is never easy guarding Pirtle. I mean, he's got so many moves and a lot of ways to get defenders to foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
And the basket by Gordon.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now, here's Richardson. And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds. Not the most imposing. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Reed. And San Antonio also making a switch. Jones checked in for Pirtle. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
And San Antonio has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. That's tipped. Rivers with it. Pass to Richards, to the middle, Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Richardson. Denver getting their last shot to go. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Shot clock at 5. Trains it from beyond the arc. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the shot from Richardson looks smooth and effortless. His team did a nice job setting him up there.
Yeah, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And there's the pass to Langford. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Jokic. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Bates Diop's checked in. Here's Langford. Here's Primo. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Richards got 7 rebounds in the game. And he converts the layup. Richards got 6 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Jones in the post. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Morris into the lane, and that one drops for him.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And the Spurs with possession here. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass to Bates Diop. Just 5 on the clock.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Richards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message, because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up. know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message, and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Langford. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Bates Diop, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
It's Rivers on the wing. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Primo, the pass to Jones. Now Langford. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Denver with the rebound. Rivers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Reed. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Jamal Murray.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Jones after the Nuggets pick up 2. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Rivers. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Now here's Jones. To the paint. Here's Bates Diop. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.